Every young man, young woman who is listening to me today, you need to hear me with the ear of the Spirit. There is no time. There is no time for additional blessing. There is even no time for multiplication. There is time for billionaires to rise in the house. And if you are one of them, I want you to shout, I receive it. Incremental minds focus on something different from exponential success. God has called you to something more than incremental. If you want to wait for incremental blessing, you will have to wait a long time. I came today to speak to someone whose level of growth is going to be beyond incremental. The exponential mind focuses on making it different. In making it different, breaking through in a way your neighbors have never seen. Mega successful companies operate with exponential mindset. Facebook, Apple, they are not adding, they are not multiplying, they are growing exponentially. Mark Zuckerberg may be a young man, but he deliberately built 8 campuses in the United States of America, where he hired the best brains that come out of the best universities: MIT, Harvard, Princeton, Yale, to come and work for him. All they do is sit down and think of problems to solve, and then they grow. Boom! Ladies and gentlemen, Facebook is not more than 16, 17 years old. Started in 2004. But today it is worth $101 billion. Ladies and gentlemen, Uber is not more than 12 years old. But it is today $72 billion. And let me shock all of you Uber drivers. Uber does not own one car, but they are using over 1 million cars belonging to other people. It started with a man who traveled from California to France, and the taxi disappointed him, and he saw someone with a car and asked if they could take him somewhere, and you pay them for the number of hours. That's how he got the idea of Uber. He went back home and started the company. He does not own your car, yet you work for him. Over 1 million cars around the world are working for him. He has never been to Nigeria. He's never been to Ivory Coast. But all those nations are working for him. Now his company is worth $72 billion. It is no longer addition, multiplying. It is exponential. So if you hear me with the ear of the Spirit this afternoon, and you get your spirit ready, that grace will jump on you. You will leave this conference with a new testimony. If you believe it, shout a massive amen. So Facebook, Uber, Apple, they are not looking to increase by addition, by multiplying. They are looking at exponential growth. But you see, the exponential mind requires movement out of your comfort zone. The challenge of the Nigerian young person is that we like our comfort zone. We like where we live. We like to give excuses. We like to blame somebody. We like to address and say, this is the person who caused my problem, and our government is my problem, my parents are my problem, the university I went to is my problem. You cannot experience exponential growth until you step out of your regular zone. If Baba Adeboye did not step out of the regular zone of Redeem, he will have remained the 30 churches that he inherited. some 40 something years ago. I still remember those days. There were only 30. After Ebute Meta, I don't remember many branches in town. Only one I always remember is when you're on your way to Ibadan, old Ibadan Road. There was one redeemed church in Ogumakin village. And then after that one redeemed in my hometown, my mother's hometown in Ile-Ife. But something happened. Grace came upon the man. He did not see addition. He did not see multiplying. He saw the possibility of exponential growth. He made an announcement. Some people did not get it, but you and I are now witnesses of what he saw. That oil is on this house, and that oil will rest on your life. I said the oil will rest on your business. It will rest on your dream. It will rest on your vision. If you believe it, shout a good amen. Taking advantage of this mind requires thinking in terms of exponential growth. Somebody say 4 rivers. Say it again, 4 rivers. Say it again, 4 rivers. And that does not mean you should only have 4 rivers. Let me shock you. Do you know how many rivers Aliko Dangote has? 53. 53 rivers. The richest black man on earth has 53 rivers. He cannot spend all the money. It's no longer about the money you spend. It's now about exponential success. It is now about making impact. There are people of God in this place today. You are young and they don't know you. But I prophesy on this altar today, Nigeria will hear from you. The world will hear from you. Nations will hear from you. Say amen 3 times. If Satan gives you excuse, you don't go school, oh, you don't get education, they don't know you, your language is not good, you don't even speak English. If you believe that lie, then you'll be limited. One of the wealthiest men in the country of Nigeria is a man who only went primary 3 and then got born again. And because he went to Bible study at the age of 13, the master who was training him said, "You left my shop and went for Bible study," and kicked him out and said, let Jesus make you a shop owner." And the young man told his master, "You threw me out because of Jesus. I shall come back with my testimony." The young man knelt down before Jesus and said, "Father, I want to be a millionaire before I'm 19. And I want to marry when I'm 20. That young man became a millionaire before he was 19, married at the age of 20, 21. They were looking for those who will start a car company in Nigeria. All the big names applied, and he wrote a special name, his name and his wife's name. They didn't know it was somebody who did not finish more than primary 3, and they gave him license to be a sole importer and assembler of cars in the country of Nigeria. Today his company is worth $800 million. He didn't go past primary 3. He's the owner of Coscharis, that is the representative of Land Rover in Nigeria, representative of Range Rover, and representative of the small car I brought this afternoon. I declare and decree into your life, the God who did it for Cosmas Maduka, he will do it in your life. 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 It is not becoming a billionaire that matters. It is what you should be before you become. Number one, make decisions that you want to be wealthy. Number two, let it reflect in your work ethic. 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 You can't work 9 to 5, resume work 8 a.m., close 3 p.m. every day, and build billions. It's not possible. You must realize you must work 16 hours a day. Those whom you see who are making impact, they work 16 hours a day, not 8 hours, and they're enjoying it. One time I met a woman who is a teacher. I said, what do you do? She said she's a teacher. I said, do you like your job? She said, I like it too. I just feel close and go home and sleep. A little sleep, a little slumber, and poverty will overtake you like a bandito. It is not becoming a billionaire that matters. It is what you become on the way. The frugal days of being generous will come in your life. From the frugal days, even in those days, you should become generous. Give to somebody. Sow seed. 87% of those you see in Nigeria today who have wealth, nobody left money for them. No family left wealth for them. I pray for you. Wealth is coming to your house. I'm tearing the cloth of lack from your life. I'm tearing the cloth of poverty from your life. You are changing location from today. Shout amen like fire.